The program of events for the burial of the late elder statesman, Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, which commenced in Lagos, shifted to Abuja over the weekend as people from all walks of life and across all stratas gathered to give honor to whom it is due. Former President Goodluck Jonathan described Iwuanyanwu as his mentor in politics, governance, and leadership. He said Iwuanyanwu showed him enormous goodwill and had mentored him politically from the time he became Bayelsa State Deputy Governor, and he regretted that his ambition to become Nigeria's president never materialized.
Iwuanyanwu was one of the senior members of PDP that was strongly behind me in all my political journey from the days of when I was a deputy governor. People may not know, but he was as if he knew that I was going to grow higher than a deputy governor. He took me as a son, mentored me up to till I became a governor, vice president, president. He was always interacting with me and advising and making suggestions. I know in those days that this country was in a state of confusion when the president was so sick and everybody was confused. He on his own used to organize prayers for me. He didn't tell people. So he's somebody that was very dear to me.
I recall when I was younger, he was going around trying to find Igbos and our people generally all over the country to run for substantial office so that, you know, our voice could be heard. And also, he wanted also globally reliable people from every tribe in Nigeria, those who are qualified, because my father believed in putting round pegs in round holes, square pegs in square holes, so that they can perform as their best ability.
Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma stated that the late Ohanaeze Ndigbo leader will be sorely missed in his state and across the entire southeast because of his remarkable achievements.
Iwuanyanwu means a lot. If I should take a census of everybody who is here today, he had touched you in one way or the other. In Imo State alone, I don't think we'll be the same without him. What have you learned from his life that can change you now knowing that he's no more? We pray God to accept his soul because he came here blessing people, touching lives and changing situations and circumstances in people's life. We'll miss him.
Iwuanyanwu was a man for all seasons. I want to use this opportunity to also remember him for what he has done to Imo State at all times. He has been a pillar from the creation of Imo State till today. He has always worked with whoever is in charge in Imo State. He has always been a directive figure. He has always been a guardian.
Former Senate President Pius Ayim, in his tribute, shared his thoughts, saying the late politician treated him like his son.
And I was privileged when he was sick. He sent for me, and I saw him in the hospital on his hospital bed and prayed with him. I think that's the greatest consolation I have. I have lost a father. The Igbo nation has lost an icon. The Nigerian Federation has lost a patriot. May his soul rest in peace.
Other speakers also narrated how the late Iwuanyanwu contributed to the development of Nigeria.
But one thing I will tell you that he will be remembered for was that he was a man who had no bitterness. He was somebody who believed in dialogue. He believed in dialogue. And he was always preaching accommodation for everybody. He wasn't a sectional personality, and in Nigeria, he will be remembered as somebody who related with everybody in Nigeria.
In Adela and Enik, perfect. Great number of Nigerians working there. The entire airline, perfect. So, as a labor leader, from that angle, I recognize him from that angle, and I feel that something has been taken off from employers, from one of the greatest employers of labor, and the labor movement, whatever, would definitely feel it.
Iwuanyanwu has set up a committee to register all the Igbo associations under one umbrella of Ohaneze, all the Igbo Town Union, and to keep a database of Igbo associations and the Igbos everywhere in the world. We have been able to establish, even in diaspora, organize all the Igbo bodies into one. Iwuanyanwu is an enigma. He's an outstanding personality, and is an illustrious son of Igbo land.
And so for me, as Ohaneze president, he became the president of Undibo. And he brought all of us together. And it's just one of those sad things about life that he has gone, but his glory will remain forever.
Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, who was born on the 4th of September 1942, died on the 25th of July 2024, and until his death is the 11th President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Activities will shift to Enugu on Saturday 26th October with a brief stop at Ohaneze headquarters, 7 Park Lane, GRA Enugu, while the main event will be held at the Michael Opera Square in Abuja. Nasir Usman for Signature TV News.